Hello, I'm Onofre. How are you? I want to talk to you about the aerospace industry with an analysis and an overview about this. We are going to understand that the aerospace industry is complex because they has obviously complex and capital intensive is dominated by North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. And in 2023, the global market was valued about $838 billion. And Mexico has emerged as a major player, ranking 12 in the aerospace manufacturing, benefited by the proximity with US and competitive labor costs. We want to talk more about this context in Mexico with the Porter Five Forces analysis. That obviously this help us to understand and assess the competitive dynamics within an industry is essential for developing competitive strategies, understand market positioning, but determine new entrants, working the power suppliers, power buyers, cities, and industry rivalry. And we found that obviously in this industry, we found that it's high in the rivalry of competitors and in the high to enter into the industry because the high cost and investment it was applied to find this. And moving forward, we found that in the purchase assignment model is to explain the national competitive advantage for analyzing the following four attributes: the factor conditions, demand conditions relating to supporting industries, and the firm strategy, structural rivalry, to how businesses and policy market institutions all leverage national strength of competitive advantage. And we found that in this model, they have market condition about the market expansion and the demand condition about the aviation and force. To invest obviously in research and investigation and the related sport industry, we found like for example in Mexico, they're manufacturing these pieces for the airplanes, and this will really help for investing in R&D, avionics, and robotics. Ability to analyze the domestic competition of how drives to innovate and improve efficiency. Now, with the case framework that is so important, we analyze the cultural distance, administrative distance, geographic distance, and economic distance. In this case, between was applied between Mexico and USA, and it helps us to identify that in distance, in general, they don't have any distance. They are too close to each other because in cultural, they are focusing on innovation in this aerospace industry and administrative. They are supporting each other with the trade agreements and the geographic distance. They obviously close each other, and this applies in the hubs with Texas and California. And the geographic distances makes obviously more easier to transfer these materials between these markets. Obviously, and the economic distance is low because they want economic development. And then we use a pestle analysis and a Wiklund analysis applying this industry. We found the external factors affecting this industry to support strategic planning, highlighting opportunities and threats in the external environment. This is analyzing political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. And we found that, for example, in political, they are concerned by the regulation in government, and in economic, this aerospace industry is being bigger and bigger. In social factors, we found that the aging of labor of employees are affecting this because they want to find capable employees that are specialized in these engineering, etc. And obviously, technological factors are innovating in the ecological sustainable that is obviously related with environmental. They want to reduce CO2 emissions and don't affect too much the world. And obviously, in the factor, we found this strict labor laws that is protecting the personnel of these industries because this is a complicated jobs. And obviously, in Wiklund, we analyze different countries, for example, to expand. And obviously, these are used to being better. And finally, I have to mention My learnings was obviously about with the application of these frameworks, for example, diamond model, that it was complicated at first, but when you analyze it further, you'll find that it's easy, and you can find that it supports the companies to analyze their strategies and how are applied, and with the cage framework helps if the company wants to expand to other countries. We want to find the best option. Obviously, I have a knowledge about pest analysis and the five forces, and this helped me to improve and being more specific about the develop of these two analyses, being more retroalimented by this. And this is are all my learnings. I hope I receive more classes of you. And that's all. Thank you.